Hello, today we are going to start module number 3, which is called responding to an email. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at our objectives and then we will go ahead and start the lesson. So let's see if I can bring it up here. There we go. All right, so today we're going to discuss how to write an email to an instructor, and also we are going to recognize the difference between formal and informal writing styles. Okay. All right, let me share the lesson right here. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and practice these words. All right, so our first group of words are email or correo electrónico.
CC.
CC, and I think last week I explained to you that CC stands for carbon copy. So it's when you copy someone to an email.
Dear.
Dear o estimado, querido.
Dear. From.
From o de.
From. Look forward to.
Look forward to o esperar o tener ganas de.
Look forward to. Re.
Re. El re en un email se refiere a como responder or respond.
Sincerely.
Sincerely o atentamente.
Sincerely. Subject.
Subject o asunto.
Subject. To.
To o para.
To. Undisclosed recipients.
Undisclosed recipients.
Undisclosed recipients.
Okay, now let's look under books o libros.
Chapter.
Chapter or capítulo.
Chapter. Ebook.
Ebook o ebook o libro electrónico.
Ebook. Edition.
Edition o edición.
Edition. Hardcover.
Hardcover o de tapa dura.
Hardcover. Introduction to.
Introduction to o introducción a.
Introduction to. Textbook.
Textbook. Libro de texto.
Textbook.
Okay, now our next words are college. Universidad.
Community college.
Community college. Centro de educación donde se realizan cursos de 2 años.
Community college. Course.
Course o curso o asignatura.
Course. Instructor.
Profesor.
Instructor. Syllabus.
Syllabus o programa de estudios.
Syllabus.
Okay, next ones are computers.
Download.
Download o descargar.
Download. Laptop.
Laptop o computadora.
Laptop. Link.
Link o enlace.
Link. Tablet.
Tablet o tableta.
Tablet. Web page.
Web page o página web.
Web page.
Okay, now under general we have
Access.
access o acceder a. Tener acceso a.
Copy.
Copy o copia.
Copy. Directly.
Directly or directamente.
Directly. prefer,
prefer, preferir, preferir,
prefer, purchase,
purchase o comprar,
purchase, receive,
receive o recibir,
receive, register,
register o registrar,
register, reply,
reply o respuesta,
reply, supposed to,
supposed to o se supone que,
supposed to, version,
version,
version, view,
view o ver.
view,
All right, now let's get practice.
addition,
Addition. What is addition? Edición,
chapter,
chapter, capítulo,
copy,
copy o copia,
syllabus,
syllabus, programa de estudios,
view,
view, ver,
tablet,
tablet, tableta,
directly,
directly, o directamente,
reply,
reply, respuesta,
access,
access, acceder a,
prefer,
prefer, es preferir. Okay. Number 2, link. Es enlace. Version. Es versión. Tablet. Tableta. Oops. Sorry, esa fue mi equivocación. Download. Descargarse o bajarse. Laptop. Computadora. Sincerely. Atentamente. Purchase. Comprar. Web page. Página web. Course. Curso. Ebook o libro electrónico. Okay, number 3, directamente. Directly. Destinarios ocultos. Is undisclosed recipients. Edición. Edition. de from comprar o adquirir to purchase para or to acceder a or access ebook o libro electrónico. We know it's ebook. Página web or web page. And then last one is se supone que that's not it, is it? Supposed to. Yep. All right. Let's look at read one. Maybe. Okay. Read and listen to the text, then click the exercise tab and choose the correct answers. Here we go.
Sample emails. Emailing your instructor. Kathy is a student. She received this email from her instructor, Dr. Green. From Dr. J. Green. To undisclosed recipients. CC Margaret Jones. Subject, our first class. Date, January 15th. Dear students, welcome to American History, Course AH-123. For our first class, download the syllabus from my webpage, www.broadmail.org/American-History, and bring a copy to class. If you prefer, you can view the syllabus directly from your laptops or tablets. Read pages 6 to 54 from our textbook, Introduction to American History, 6th edition. I look forward to meeting you next Monday. Sincerely, Dr. Green, Adult Learning Center, Dengrove Community College. Kathy had some questions for Dr. Green. Here's the email she wrote. From Kathy Clark. To Dr. J. Green. Subject, regarding our first class. Date, January 16th. Dear Dr. Green, I am registered in your American History course at Dengrove Community College. I look forward to studying with you this year. I tried to download the syllabus from your webpage yesterday, but the link didn't work. I spoke to 2 other students who had the same problem. Is there any other way that we can access the syllabus? Also, I purchased the ebook version of Introduction to American History, but it doesn't have page numbers like the hardcover edition. Which chapter are we supposed to read? I look forward to receiving your reply. Sincerely, Kathy Clark.
All right. Let's get the exercise. Okay. And then what I can do is I can actually scroll up. That way you can read some of it while we answer the questions. Okay. Dr. Green told his students to read the syllabus, download the textbook, or read pages from the textbook. Okay, so if you look in the email, he actually tells them to read pages from the textbook. So read pages 6 to 54. All right, let's go number 2. Kathy told Dr. Green, okay, so let's actually scroll. I'm gonna exit out and go down to Kathy's email right here. So we did number 1. Number 2, Kathy told Dr. Green which class she was in, how to access the ebook, or which tablet she was using.
Yeah, they want to make sure they have access to it.
Okay, so she can tell, Kathy told Dr. Green what class she's in. She's in the American History class, okay? Number 3, Kathy told Dr. Green that the link to the ebook didn't work, she couldn't access the syllabus, or the link for the syllabus worked. Okay, so she went ahead and let them know that she could not access the syllabus. Number 4, Kathy asked Dr. Green where she could find page numbers in her ebook, find the syllabus, or read the textbook.
Yeah, just touch base. Technically, we're better go with it. We need to be a little better.
Okay, so she asked if there's anywhere else that she could find the syllabus. Okay, and then number 5, Kathy asked Dr. Green which syllabus she was supposed to download, ebook she was supposed to read, or chapter she was supposed to read. Which chapter she was supposed to read. Okay, let's take a quick look. Those are all correct. Good job. Now let's look at read words 2. Okay, practice these words. All right, so our first group of words are email message. Okay, mensaje de correo electrónico.
Be specific.
Be specific o ser preciso o concreto.
Be specific. Greeting.
Greeting o saludo.
Greeting. Message.
Message o mensaje.
Message.
Next one is tone.
Adopt a casual tone.
Tone, perdón, quiere decir el tono.
Adopt a casual tone.
Adoptar un tono informal, casual.
Close with.
Close with o terminar con.
Close with. Dear.
Dear o estimado, querido.
Dear. Formal language.
Formal language o lenguaje formal.
Formal language.
Next one is the subject line o la línea del asunto.
Assignment.
Assignment, encargo o tarea.
Assignment. Clarify the content.
Clarify the content o aclarar el contenido.
Clarify the content. Informative.
Informative, informativo.
Informative. Request for extension.
Request for extension o solicitud de prórroga. Extensión.
Subject line.
Subject line, línea del asunto.
Subject line.
Okay. Next one is the response. La respuesta.
Resend.
Resend reenviar o volver a enviar.
resend, respond,
Respond o responder.
respond, response,
Response.
response,
O respuesta. Okay, under expressions, we have expresiones,
a number of,
a number of, o una serie de, o varios de,
don't mind,
don't mind, o no importar,
don't mind. Follow someone's lead,
follow someone's lead, seguir el ejemplo de alguien,
identify yourself,
identify yourself, identifícate,
improve with time,
improve with time, mejorar con el tiempo,
most likely,
most likely, lo más probable,
play it safe,
play it safe, o ir a lo seguro, no arriesgarse.
within 48 hours,
Within 48 hours, en menos de 48 horas,
worry about,
worry about, o preocuparse por, okay, now it's general,
avoid,
avoid, evitar,
colleague,
colleague o colega,
especially,
especially, sobre todo o especialmente,
expect,
expect, esperar,
immediately,
immediately, inmediatamente,
immediately, realistic,
realistic, o realista,
recognize,
recognize, o reconocer,
recognize, therefore,
therefore, por lo tanto,
therefore, useful tip,
useful tip, consejo útil, okay, now let's go to practice.
realistic,
Realistic, okay, realista,
greeting,
greeting, sabemos que es saludo,
therefore,
therefore, por lo tanto,
Assignment.
assignment, tarea,
Especially.
especially, let's see, especialmente,
Subject line.
subject line, línea del asunto,
Recognize.
recognize
I mean, it is pretty,
o reconocer,
Informative.
informative, informativo,
Response.
response o respuesta,
Message.
message o mensaje. Okay, now let's look at number 2. Response. We know is respuesta. Formal language. We know that is lenguaje formal. Realistic. Es realista. Resend es reenviar. Within 48 hours. En menos de 48 horas. Be specific. O ser preciso o concreto. Avoid. Evitar. Assignment. Encargo, tarea. Message. O mensaje. A number of. O una serie de. O varios. Number 3. Mensaje. We know that is a message. Encargo. We know that is an assignment. No importar. Es don't mind. Estimado o querido. Dear. Línea del asunto. Subject line. Lo más probable. Okay, most likely. Una serie de o varios. A number of. Adoptar un tono informal. Adopt a casual tone. Colega o compañero de trabajo. Colleague. And identifíquese, which is identify yourself. Good job. Now let's go on to reads two, excuse me. Read and listen to the webpage, then click the exercise tab and choose the correct answers.
How to email your instructors. You will probably find it necessary to email your instructors from time to time. Here are some useful tips. Use formal language. Some instructors expect students to use formal language in their emails. Others don't mind when a student adopts a more casual tone, but it's a good idea to play it safe by keeping your first email to your instructor formal. Use the greeting "Dear," not "Hi," and close with "Sincerely." If your instructor's response is less formal, you can always follow his or her lead in your next email. Your subject line should be informative. It should clarify the content of your message. Be specific. For example, if you need an extension on an assignment, write "request for extension" and not "question" or worse, "Hey, Dr. Green." Identify yourself. Your instructor most likely teaches a number of courses and has a number of classes. He or she may not recognize your name, especially in the beginning of a course. Make sure to include the name of your course or your class. Don't expect to get a response immediately. Instructors are busy, and they receive a lot of emails from both students and colleagues. It's not realistic to expect them to respond to your email the same day or even within 48 hours. You can resend the message if you haven't heard from them within 5 days. Many English language learners worry about making mistakes, and therefore they avoid writing emails to ask questions that they have. Don't worry about your mistakes. Your writing will improve with time, and it's important to get the information you need.
All right, so let's look at this exercise. What kind of language do you use when you first write to an instructor? It says casual, formal, or safe. Formal. Let's look at number 2. What should your subject line do? Request an extension, clarify what the message is about, or request information. Clarify what the message is about. Number 3, why is request for extension a better subject line than question? It's more specific, it's more formal, or it's more realistic. It's more specific. Number 4, how can you identify yourself? Find out what other classes your instructor teaches. Write your name in the subject header, or include your class name or course name. Include your class name or course name. And then number 5. What should you do if you don't hear from your instructor the same day? Wait 48 hours and resend the message. Nothing. Your instructor may be busy, or resend the message immediately. Okay, you want to wait 48 hours and then resend the message. Okay, so let's take a quick peek. nothing, your instructor may be busy. Okay, that is true. For me, always make sure to send me another message because sometimes I open them and then I forget. So always make sure to send me another message. All right, let's hit build a text. Drag the words to the correct places. Okay, our answers are first email, sincerely, formal language, resend the message, a casual tone, content, informative, immediately, and respond. Okay, so how to email your instructor. Here are some tips for emailing your teacher. Use formal language. Some instructors want students to use blank in their emails. Formal language in their emails. Others don't mind when a student uses a casual tone, but play it safe. Keep your first email formal. Don't use the salutation hi. Use dear instead and write blank before your name. Sincerely. Your instructor's response may be less formal, but that's okay. Your subject header should be blank. Okay, your subject header should be informative. It should clarify the blank of your message. The content of your message. For example, write question about the syllabus and not question. Don't expect to get an answer immediately. Many instructors teach more than one class. They receive a lot of emails. You can expect them to you can't expect them to respond to your email the same day or even within the 48 hours. Blank if you haven't heard from them within 5 days. Resend the message if you haven't heard from them in 5 days. Okay, so we'll check. Those are correct. Now let's look at read and write. Read and listen to the text. Then complete the activity by typing the correct information. All right, so let's go ahead and listen.
From Dr. Gloria Sanders to undisclosed recipients. CC, John Booker. Subject, our first class. Date, January 8th. Dear students, welcome to English Reading and Writing, course ERW 311. For our first class, download the syllabus from my webpage, www.broadmail.org/English/Sanders and bring a copy to class. Purchase Modern Reading and Writing, 7th edition, hardcover or ebook version. Read pages 5 to 62. I look forward to meeting you next Tuesday. Sincerely, Dr. Sanders. Adult Learning Center, Calvary Community College.
All right, so let's go ahead and look at the email now. Okay, so now it looks like Manuela Rivera is responding to the email. So, which is why we see the RE right here. Okay, so the subject is our first class. Okay, blank Dr. Sanders. Remember, we have to be formal, so dear Miss Dr. Sanders, I'm currently in your English reading and writing class at Calbury, what was he at? Calbury Community College. I am happy to be studying with you this year. I tried to blank the syllabus, download the syllabus from your blank yesterday, but I think the link is broken. On your web page, is there any way that I can access the syllabus? Also, I purchased the ebook version of the textbook, but it didn't have page numbers. Which chapters are we supposed to read? Okay, I look forward to receiving your reply. Sincerely, Manuel Rivera. Okay. So those were correct, so good job. We did, give me a second here. Okay, we did talk about how to write an email to an instructor, and we also talked about and learned how to recognize the differences between a formal and an informal writing style. Okay, so don't forget to complete the last part of your packet, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.